Must have been a traumatic time for everyone, especially Leo.
Yeah, it's been a bad time for him.
I heard. One thing I didn't hear about, though, was your accident. Not until after the divorce.
Your lawyer knew.
Oh, sure he knew. Only he was Dad's lawyer, remember? On the payroll, and he was told to delay telling me.
That's terrible.
I know. That's when I exploded. We had the most God almighty row you could ever imagine. He was screaming abuse, a swing at. I could have floored the bastard easily. But I just stood there and took it. You see, Abby, I wanted to remember that hate. 2 days later, Mom walked out on him as well.
She always supported him in everything.
I know. But like me, there's a limit to what you can bottle up.
That's true. Tell me about William.
Happy as a sandboy. You know something? Before I left, she said to me that if only I'd had the guts to stand up to the old man years ago, you and I would probably still be together. Seems like Mom doesn't have much time for me now. But William, she adores.
Good. It makes it easier. When do you go back?
Not for some time, I hope.
No?
I'm planning on setting up in business here.
Why?
Well, let's just say Tarrant has a lot going for it.
Hi.
Hi.
Gran said you had a meeting.
Yeah.
Have you eaten?
Yeah.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, I had dinner with Oren.
Why didn't you tell me he was back here?
You found out today.
Oh, I see. So the first thing you do is go out to dinner with him?
Well, he wanted to talk about William. I think Oren's changed. I think he's different. And the good news is he's split up with his father.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Bring out my violin?
No, but you could try seeing it from my point of view.
Somehow I had the vague idea that's what I've been doing all along. You want to try stepping into my shoes for once in your life. See what it looks like.
For God's sake, he's William's father!
Oh, wonderful. And have you now conveniently forgotten that I happen to be the father of Thomas? Or now that Oren's back, doesn't that matter?
I hope you didn't mean that. I'm going to bed.
Good. Because I'm going for a drive.
Welcome to Spain, land of sun, sand, and sangria. At any moment, a handsome millionaire could come past and sweep you off in his yacht.
What a vivid imagination you have.
What happened to your sense of romance?
Actually, it's taken a bit of a battering recently.
Yes, I'm sorry. Tactless of me.
Oh, forget it. Come on. Let's go and find this Henri of yours.
How long have you known about this project, Gerald?
Oh, a couple of months.
And Sir George just drops it into your lap. Just like that, eh?
No, once I heard that the hotel was to be built in the middle of Southampton. It'd contain a
a business centre and a shopping mall and also a marina, well, then I did pass word that we might be vaguely interested.
Ah, you played this very close to your chest, haven't you? Why does Sir George want out?
Oh, it's not him, it's his board. You see, they were never very keen on the project in the first place. Well, they're in engineering, and that's where they want to stay, and they managed to talk the bank into their way of thinking.
I see. What are they in for so far?
Well, I've been over the figures. I would say it's close to 17.5 million.
17.5 million. Well, if we did take it over, the very most I'd want to go to would be 16 million. Think they'd accept that?
Probably. I think they're pretty hard-pressed at the moment.
Yeah, well, after the fiasco we've had with the Mermaid Yard, we could do with a project like this. Put it to them, see what they say.
Right. I'll get on to St. George straight away.
Good. Oh, yes, what news on Ken's Relton shares?
Well, I haven't been following that up. I thought I'd wait for his monetary pressures to build up a bit first.
Well, don't wait too long. We need those shares of his. Oh, incidentally, I suppose you know Orrin Hudson is back.
So, you've finally broken away from the old man. Was that a wise move, do you think?
How do you mean?
Well, who's going to take over the Hudson Empire now?
Oh, I wasn't that stupid, Ken. I waited until my inheritance was safely in the bank.
Good for you. So what are your plans now you're back here?
Well, for starters, I thought I'd see how you felt about me buying up your old leisure cruise stock.
Oh, did you now?
Way I read it, you're badly in need of capital, Ken.
Don't let this little office fool you. I'm only here to keep an eye on my production line at Relton.
Wasn't what I heard.
Then you heard wrong. Those shares are not for sale, and believe me, by the end of the year, Leisure Cruise will be mine again.
Brave words. Pity. I thought we might do business.
Well, maybe we can. Maybe we can. Sit down. Like some coffee?
Right. By the way, I heard you'd taken on Jenny Richards.
That's right, yes. Yes, just for the show. She did a great job. She's gone now.
Well, that is a shame. You should have hung on to her. When I left, the whole of New York was talking about her.
What?
Yeah, well, I mean, to cross the Atlantic in that little boat of hers was one thing. But then to sail right up to the Bowery, just give a wave of her hand and sail off back to England without even stopping? She should have got a damn sight more publicity than she did. That girl's worth a hell of a lot.
Sugar?